Ahoy, polloi! Deadmines miniset has released. Pirates are now everywhere. You know the old saying, you gotta fight fire with fire? We're gonna fight pirates with pirates. Looks like we got another pirate. Aggro quest warrior is gonna be our opponent right off the bat. Pretty much expected. Always keep the quest. Other than the quest, we're really just looking for cheap pirates to be able to advance the quest. We don't necessarily care about the text on the card. We just need to move the quest along. Seriously, just complete the quest. And it's like that with every quest deck that's in Hearthstone. You should be trying to complete the quest as quickly as possible. That's where your win condition comes from. That's when you get your power spike. It's just how you play these quest decks. And I mean, I kind of think to myself, if it was like a Disney movie, you know, a little jingle. Be better than the rest, just complete the quest. Easy, man, you just complete the quest. See? And then pass turn. Seriously though, pirates are just a fun theme. I am fighting the urge to do this entire video in my pirate voice. It's probably going to slip out a little bit. Could be some yees and yars here and there. We got a choice here. We definitely want to play a pirate. The question is which one. I think it's pretty obvious we want to go for the biggest body. And we're actually going to punch into this. Potentially set up a trade for next turn. Got the list over here on the right. I really like this list, and I kind of go into the mirror match confident that this is going to be the best list. That's a good thing we traded into that. And we had the opportunity to be a step ahead here. Problem is, we're running out of stuff. But it's fine. Gonna draw the weapon. I draw the weapon, so I think we want to actually save this to get a little bit more use out of it. So I'm just gonna play the cargo guard. And we're gonna save the coin. The option I was thinking about was play the cargo guard and coin the freebooter. Again, just to advance the quest. This is gonna be just fine. The list over here, it's pretty interesting that we hit Blacksmithing Hammer. I feel like the list is pretty refined as is. This list is going to be, the code is going to be in the description. Our opponent just traded the Blacksmithing Hammer. He's going to draw that again when he plays another pirate. The reason why I kind of wonder about this Blacksmithing Hammer is because most of the time, you don't have time to play it. You want to be playing pirates, and you want to be completing the quest. Yeah, we're getting ready to have a really strong turn here, though. One of the best plays that you can actually make with the Blacksmithing Hammer, I'm going to play it as a 5-1. The durability is mostly inconsequential. Our opponent has a 5-3, but it's pretty likely he's never going to be able to have 3 turns to be able to swing it. So, first of all, most of the time, you don't have 4 mana to be able to play this weapon. We do this game just because of the way our cards have worked out. But the really strong play that we're going to make here is going to be Hammer. And now we're going to draw 4 cards for free. That doesn't always happen. But when it does, you feel really good about it. But again, most of the time, you don't always have 4 mana to play the Hammer. I think you're going to be better off simply... make sure we do this in the right order while our weapon's equipped. You're going to be better off just playing pirates, advancing the quest. Next turn, we'll be able to finish part 2. Actually, next turn, we're going to be able to complete the quest because we have 3 cheap pirates in hand. That's going to be super strong. We should finish the quest ahead of our opponent. Also, Mr. Smite in hand. The Deadmines Pirates cards have actually added a lot to this deck. Mr. Smite ends up giving you just incredible, incredible finishing power. So this is all fine. We're going to complete the quest on 6, and then our turn 7 is going to be playing the, that's a good card too.
In the box? Pirate stuff.
Our turn 7 is going to be playing the quest reward, guaranteed. Just complete the quest, and just play the quest. Bit unfortunate. It sets us up for a ranker, but we don't even necessarily care. None of that's important. I want to hold on to these. This is going to give us a lot of extra damage once we're equipping a weapon every turn from the Juggernaut. We're just going to play these out. We finish the quest. We don't really care about the board right now. Again, just completing the quest. I know I keep saying it. You're going to get tired of hearing it, but it's just so important. It's really, really how you should be playing this deck. Going back to Mr. Smite, he just had so much potential for burst, especially with the Juggernaut. I've had multiple games where the Juggernaut would give me Gore Howl, and I would have Mr. Smite and a Bloodsail Raider in hand, plus the Pirate that's generated, and I would actually hit my opponent for like mid to high 20s worth of damage because of Mr. Smite giving Pirates charge. If there is a nerf candidate in the Deadmines, I think it's Mr. Smite. I think charge on Smite is fine. I kind of wonder if giving all of your Pirates charge is a little bit too much. So, we're going to be fine to just play the reward here. Yeah, we're fine to play the reward here. Our health is a little bit low. But I think we're fine. It's unfortunate that this stays up, but I do think this was the correct play. Another option might have been, maybe it was actually better to shiver some timbers on this Defias Cannoneer. This thing is really good. It's a lot of random damage. It's unlikely that we can kill him next turn unless we hit exactly Bloodsail Raider with a Gore Howl. We're likely going to want to put down a taunt. Let's try to get something in the way. Seven attack minion living would be really good here. Could possibly shiver to remove it. Our health is super low though. We're almost dead to Smite. Actually, it's looking pretty likely that we may actually just be dead next turn. If he has Smite, even a 2/5 taunt isn't going to do anything.
Gotta get through me.
So we only have 18. Is there any way we can manipulate the board to be able to ranker and get some extra armor? We're going to get some armor here, but only 3. Smite isn't going to be enough to clear. We can trade these, ranker. Make this trade. Let's go his face. Gonna ranker. And we're just gonna get a taunt in the way. It's gonna be the safest play that we can make to try to protect our health total. We're back up to 14. 14, not super great. He low-rolled the Pirate, which is good news for us. Still hoping to just hit a Bloodsail Raider to be able to close out the game. The other thing that I kind of wonder about is the Juggernaut. I feel like being able to hit Gore Howl off of Juggernaut is a little bit too good too. I wonder if they have a way that they can go in and just like take a weapon out of the pool. Our opponent's drawing cards. You hate to see that. Especially drawing 2 cards for only 1 mana. This game is going to end very, very quickly because at some point, one player is just going to blow the other player out of the water with some kind of a Mr. Smite play. Oh, and he's drawing more cards. Our opponent is drawing cards and doing things. I'm Assault Lord now. By a sniper.
Look what I want.
Alright. So we have 4, 5, 6, 12. I think it's exactly 19. Is my math right on that? Let's check it again. 2, 6, 12, 13, 14. It's actually only 17. Again, 12, 15, 16, 17. So we're actually 2 off lethal. Super bad news for us here.
Need more gunpowder. We're gonna need more gunpowder.
We actually want a hero power just in case. Counting on the Defias snipers here. Oof. Unfortunate. I think we just lose the game. 3-1 survived. He low rolls the weapon though. Somewhat of a low roll on the pirate, but it does have taunt, which is bad news for us. Question is, does he have smite? It's possible we can kill him next turn. It's likely that we're just dead. Although I feel like if he had smite, he'd be playing it by now and finishing the game, so there's hope. He either doesn't have it or he's slow rolling us.
Glory! I'm here for the gold.
Hope we don't die to cannonballs. Dying to cannonballs would be unfortunate. There's the smite, we lose. Our opponent is slow rolling us. For some reason, he just wants to continue playing cards, even though we're dead. Unfortunate. We're going immediately into another game. If anybody ever wonders with these games, typically I just queue up on the ladder, record the video live as I'm playing. Keep the cannoneer. Cheap pirate. I don't cherry pick games. I don't try to make decks look better than they really are. I don't try to make myself look like a better player than I really am. I just queue up. I want you guys to see what I see what I'm facing on the ladder, and I feel like that could help you make a decision about, hey, do I want to try this deck? Is this something that I want to play? How do the matchups look? Those types of things. Just going to play the Bloodsail Raider. Again, we don't care about the text, we're just trying to advance the quest. Don't know exactly what kind of druid we're playing against here yet. That was interesting, though. Question is, do we play the Cannoneer? I think I want to hold the Cannoneer. It does have one more attack in case our opponent attempts to do something. Yeah, the additional attack is probably important. It's unlikely that we're going to be able to make use of the text here, but the extra attack, I think, is more important than the extra health of the cargo guard. I was kind of afraid of that, but it's okay. Go ahead and get the cargo guard out on this turn. Question is, do we trade this? I kind of think we do trade it, just since we have an extra mana. Not really wanting to equip it anyway. We'd rather have another pirate in hand, which we hit. Potentially we can play both of these and get 2 cannonballs next turn. Or we may just want to play this and be able to draw a card. Some type of celestial alignment, OTK druid. Pirates are just so fun. Sometimes I hit the end turn button and I get up and do some swashbuckling behind my chair. Really lean into the pirate theme. Sometimes I go and swab the poop deck, also known as mopping the bathroom floor. River Scamp. So, we can play Anchorman this turn, draw a card. Turn 6, play all 3 of these pirates, and complete the quest. Unfortunate that we're going to have to use our second Bloodsail Raider. Maybe we get lucky and hit the other freebooter, but this really cuts into your OTK potential with Bloodsail Raider, Weapon, and Mr. Smite, but you can't, we can't spend our time thinking about that. We need to complete the quest and get the quest reward down. Our opponent's getting ready to do some powerful things. He kind of low-rolled there, which is more than fine. I think we keep to the plan. We just want to complete... We just want to go ahead and complete the quest. That was significantly better than... Oh, we hit the freebooter. So we can actually save Bloodsail Raider. If you have the choice, save Bloodsail Raider. We'll be able to make that trade. We're just going to go double freebooter here.
I'm here for the gold. Glory. I'm here for the gold.
Our opponent is playing Mutinous. It's still going to be 2 out of 3 in our favor, and I really don't think that a Druid is going to be playing Mutinous. Celestial Alignment would have been awful. Now it's much less consequential if he plays Celestial Alignment and we're getting our quest reward down. Our opponent's actually drawing some cards here. You hate to see it, but at the same time, that means that they're doing less with their turn as far as board development and things of that nature. Perfectly okay with this. We could even rancor this, but it doesn't make sense. So much better to just get the quest reward down. We actually drew the 5 attack weapon, not that it matters. Just full trade here. Arbor Up is still really strong. It's going to be hard for him to deal with the 7/7. Rancor would have given us a ton of armor, but it delays us bringing the quest reward out. Plus we were able to make trades. Saving this to hopefully be able to give it charge with Mr. Smite. Under different circumstances, it would have been correct to Rancor. If we didn't have the quest reward in hand, or if we didn't have a way to be able to clear most of his minions, we would have wanted to use this just to prevent really, really bad things from happening. Our opponent draws more cards. We're fine with that. Looks like he's actually removing the 7. No, he's not. Yes, he is. Let's see what we pick up here. So, we definitely want to draw cards, I think. And we probably still just trade for the minions that he has on board. Other option would be to Rancor. Amp and Barov. We're going to save the Barov Rancor combo just in case something goes really, really wrong.
In the box? Pirate stuff.
Cannoneer is a really strong pickup. Just going to go ahead and clear his side of the board, I think. Avast ye! Bias Sniper. Not Cannoneer, but Sniper. Look, he's mousing over it. I've been there, man. Last game. Pass turn back to our opponent. The deck is just fun, man. I really enjoy playing this deck. I mean, I enjoy Hearthstone. Our opponent just played a 3rd Glowfly Swarm. So now, I mean, we have the Barov Rancor combo. This is probably when we're going to use it. We can't just outright kill our opponent. We can't actually kill him, though, because we don't have Smite. Yeah, we're just going to have to do the Barov Rancor play, I think. I don't want to die to some crazy shenanigans here. So unfortunately the game actually isn't over. Our opponent could still sneak a win in here. Really hoping to be able to hit Mr. Smite. Maybe roll a Smite off the Juggernaut to finish our opponent. Just trying to play safe at this point. 51 health is pretty good. 1 Cenarian Ward gone. These druid decks are sometimes capable of doing just some really, really good stuff. This is one good thing right here. Pretty much just drew his deck. He's going to be getting into some fatigue damage, though. Howl's a good pickup for us. So we're actually going to be one off from being able to kill his 515. That's unfortunate. He's only used one Lunar Eclipse. It's likely he has it in hand. We could stick this out, but it just gets Lunar Eclipsed. So then the question becomes, do we even want to use Shiver Their Timbers? I think we hold on to it. Unfortunately, Mr. Smite hiding in the bottom of the deck. Our opponent has at least one more Arbor up. It's going to be Cenarian Ward. He's going to gain health. That's a really good roll for him. And he's going to be getting some rushers. Team is getting into some really unfortunate territory. Do we want to Shiver first? Shiver for the extra minion, then equip this, and we'll get the free cutting class. We need to get this out of the way so that we can kill that is the problem. So we cutting class first. An interesting turn. I think we cut in class first. Anchorman ends up being a big help for us here.
Back to your rooms.
It's Captain help. We're gonna play it, but it's not a super big help. That is really, really unfortunate. He's gonna be taking fatigue damage soon, though. Potentially, we can just not die and still win the game. I'm gonna hold Shiver. This thing has to die. What an interesting game. I can't believe we can't finish our opponent. Mr. Smite in the bottom 8. That's so good for him. Actually just lose this game now. Need some high rolly luck.
Look what I want.
And we don't get it. Means we have to trade. We gotta do this extremely, extremely intelligently. So, you go there. You go last. I can punch into this. Needs to go there so that this dies. Into that. Wow. Here's the most this turn. Alright, so Ranker ends up being a good draw for us. Sorry, I think I went a little bit quiet there. Just trying to figure out the best possible turn I could make. I think we're okay. Ranker is going to be able to clear any kind of 4-2s that he has. Has no 4-2s. Smite. Really have to kill that 7-4.
Well played.
6, 1, 5. I have to trade my face into this, but it's fine. Six and 1. Okay. Woo, this game, man. It's really making me work. Man, that is crazy. 12, so I can play this in Ranker, and we're still not dead.
Grab your cutlass. Let's buckle swash.
But we're really, really close to dead. What his last card is. Alright, cannonballs. We need to kill this. We need a taunt.
Steal from the rich.
Wow, we actually got 2 taunts. Oh, baby, the Juggernaut just wants us to win. Unfortunate for our opponent. This was a crazy game. You never see games like this. We ended up getting there, but man, that felt like a struggle. Aggro, Pirate, Quest Warrior, there it is. Super interesting game, that last game, man. Sometimes the draws just don't go your way. I was on the edge of my seat. I think my heartbeat is up. I was really expecting to lose that game. Feels good to get the win. Bit unfortunate that it felt like we had to random the win just by depending on random stuff, but at the same time, I also feel like our RNG just kind of evened out because our draws were so poor. Hitting Mr. Smite so late. Man, what a game. This deck is great. Feel like you should try it out. I think it's one of the strongest decks for the ladder right now. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Good luck out there. I'll see you guys next time.